Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Cherry, and if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. This is part 2 of my Q&A from my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If you didn't see part 1, I'm going to link it up at the top here, but this is from all of the questions that were submitted for that giveaway, and I chose 46 in total, so I split it into 2 videos, 23 questions per video, and this is part 2. Again, like I said in the first video, if you guys want to answer any of these questions, absolutely do so. Leave a comment down below so we can get to know each other a little bit better, but let's get started with these 23 questions. Top 5 favorite villains. Okay, Lotso, duh. Ursula, love Ursula. Gaston, 100%, love Gaston. Cruella de Vil, I think Cruella is amazing. She's so extravagant. And the last one I'm going to choose is Dr. Facilier. Oh, I love Dr. Facilier. I have a weird obsession with voodoo, but anyway, we don't need to get into that. This video is off to a great start. Jesse's weird. Favorite ride at each park. Okay, I'm gonna do, so I go to Disneyland a lot, so I'm gonna do Disneyland and I'm gonna do Disney World. Okay, so let's start at Disneyland because I'm going to Disneyland really soon. So Disneyland, I have 2 favorite rides. Number 1 favorite ride is Winnie the Pooh, or the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think that Disneyland's version is so much better than Disney World's version. I think it's more bright colored in there, it's more pretty, so there's definitely something about that ride that I like a little bit better than Magic Kingdom. And then the other one is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I love how crazy that ride gets. It escalates super quickly, and it's definitely not your typical magical Disney experience, and I'm kind of into that a little bit, and so I would definitely say those 2 rides. Now, for Disney California Adventure, 100% Radiator Springs Racers. I have to say, I don't love the movie Cars. I love it, but I don't love it. I think everyone can relate to me on this, or a lot of people can relate to me on this. It's just a slower, it's kind of hard to get to the plot of the movie. It takes a little while. But I have to say, the best themed land in all of Disneyland and World is Cars Land, hands down in my opinion. One of my favorite things about it is when it turns to nighttime. I can't remember what they call it, I'm so sorry. But basically it's like you hear the music and then all of a sudden, one by one, the neon lights start turning, and it is just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Anyway, Cars Land, hands down, Radiator Springs Racers for DCA. Okay, moving on to Walt Disney World. So let's start with Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, 100% Hollywood Tower Terror. Love that ride. Next, I hope that's gonna be replaced with Slinky Dog Dash. I'm so excited to go on Slinky Dog in, I think, about a month or so. I'm going to get to do fast passes, and like, number 1, that's my biggest goal, is to get on Slinky Dog. Anywho, and Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage, 100%. In my opinion, it's the best ride in all of the parks, including DCA and Disneyland. The next ride that I will choose for Epcot is Figment, because Figment is everything. I love that ride. I think he's hilarious and adorable, and the ending to that ride makes me giggle so hard. I love it so much. And then Magic Kingdom in Disney World, I am going to say, although I don't ride it often, Splash Mountain. I love Splash Mountain. I just don't like getting wet, but I love the story that it tells, and I think it's a beautiful ride. I just don't like getting wet, so I don't ride it very often, but It's one of my favorite rides. And then, oh, you know what? I feel like I need to do an honorable mention at DCA because the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride was phenomenal. Their transition from Hollywood Tower of Terror to that was amazing. If you haven't ridden it, you've got to ride it, especially if you love Tower of Terror. I just think it's so much more intense and I just think it's a little bit better ride than Tower of Terror. Oh, don't come at me in the comments. It's just my opinion, guys. You don't have to take it seriously. What is the best cast member experience you've had? Meeting JP and Craig. JP was our waiter at Rose and Crown, and the reason why I'm saying their names is because they don't work there anymore, so I feel like it's okay for me to say. But they treated us so special and were so sweet, and that to me was like amazing. And if you don't know who JP and Craig are, they often appear in Adam Hatton's vlogs. So that was a really incredible experience. And they sat us in like the best table for fireworks after we had our meal. And they were so accommodating and kept like checking on us, and even both of them. It wasn't just JP, but Craig in between, like while he was doing what he was, while he was working, he'd come by and be like, so how is everything? And he would talk to us, and oh God, it just like warmed my heart how sweet they were. And it was a really good experience. So thumbs up. Thumbs up to them, I love them. Favorite snack at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. This one to me is actually pretty easy. So Disneyland, I have 100% it's a churro. And the reason why I say that is because in Disneyland, churros are better than in Disney World. I don't know why. They're fresher, they're more delicious. In my opinion, churros in Disneyland are where it's at, not in Disney World. I feel like when you go to Disney World, they're stale oftentimes. It doesn't prevent me from eating them, okay? But I just don't think they're as good, which I think is kind of funny because I'm sure they're the same recipe. They use the same machines. Everything's probably the same, but in Disneyland, I feel like they're better. I'm gonna do another honorable mention with Disneyland. The gray stuff at the Red Rose Tavern is incredible. It is a red velvet cupcake with cookies and cream custard over the top, and it's topped with raspberries and little cookie crumble, or little like cookie balls. Oh my goodness, it is so good. The gray stuff at Be Our Guest in Walt Disney World, nasty. Not my fave. Really, honestly, not very good. However, at Red Rose Tavern, it's amazing. Also, just in general, Red Rose Tavern at Disneyland is freaking delicious for food. We eat there constantly when we're in Disneyland. So, anywho, moving on. Disney World. My favorite snack in Disney World is a Mickey pretzel with cheese because I love Mickey pretzels with cheese. And the other favorite of mine is a traditional caramel apple with peanuts because I just think it's so delicious. And sometimes in the afternoon, I'm not like a big ice cream person. I'm not like really into like the ice cream sandwiches and stuff like that, but to me like a nice cold caramel apple is like, oh, so nice to have in the like the late afternoon when it's hot. Love that. Top 5 favorite main characters. Okay, 100% Ariel, Stitch, Dumbo, Winnie the Pooh, and Marie. Those are the 5. Love all them. What is your favorite Disney memory? Oh, this is so hard. I've seriously been so fortunate and I've had so many amazing memories in Disney that it's very difficult for me to choose. But I think the one that stands out most to me was when my grandma, grandpa, aunt, Jessie, and I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and that was my first Mickey's Not So Scary. And I think that that really stood out to me. It's just special to spend it with people that you love, and I just think that that really resonated with me. It was like my first real full immersive dose of magic with people that I absolutely love, and I don't get to see my grandparents all that often or my aunt, and so it was just really cool. It was a really cool moment, and so I would say that. I will insert a picture here to show you like a picture from that trip. I have it framed here somewhere. somewhere behind me. What's your favorite thing to do in Alaska? Oh God. Okay, so I'm being real. I'm an indoorsy person. I don't love the outdoors in Alaska. It's really rugged, the terrain's really rugged, there's lots of wildlife. It's not my cup of tea. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. I think I probably let you down with this answer, but I am huge into being indoors. I love my house. I love watching Disney movies. I love doing arts and crafts. I like being at home. I also like going to the movies, so that's what I like to do in Alaska. I'm so lame. You guys are gonna be like, oh. What are your favorite pair of ears that you own? So my favorite pair of ears that I own, I featured them in one of my ear videos, which I will link up above. But my most favorite go-to pair of ears are this matte gray sequin leopard print ears. They are so comfortable, but they also match literally every outfit. So like if you don't, okay, now I have a question for you guys. My question is, when you wear an outfit, okay, for instance, like this is my Anti-Human Hermit Club shirt from Box Lunch. I had full-on anxiety today because I couldn't find ears that matched. So I just went with like my white iridescent ears because I want my ears to match my outfit. Do you have to have matching ears and outfits? I have to know this. Please let me know down below because I legitimately get anxiety if my ears don't match my outfit. No joke. Like I was considering putting off this video so I could make ears to match my Sebastian shirt. No joke. I wish I was joking because that is so silly. So anyway, that's my favorite pair of ears I own. But if we're talking about character ears, my favorite pair of character ears are Gerald ears, and I will include a picture of them here with the unibrow in the middle. Those are really my original ears that I made. What is your favorite character dining experience? Okay, so I have two, one for Disneyland and one for Disney World. So Disneyland, 100% Plaza Inn in Disneyland, and the reason why is because we met, I want to say we met like 16 characters. It was either 12 or 16. Shoot, guys, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We met a significant amount of characters in a very short amount of time, and it was so fun. And also, the food is very good there. And so I will say that that was one of my most favorite experiences. I've done it, well, 3 times so far, and I'm going to do it again in August. And I love that you can meet kind of some unique characters too. You get to meet Captain Hook. You also get to meet Max from Goofy movie, Max Goof, and I just really love that, along with the fairy godmother. And so there are some definitely unique, fun characters. Also, all of Winnie the Pooh and crew, which was so fun. Meeting Eeyore, oh, meeting Eeyore is amazing. So obviously that's not guaranteed when you go who you're going to meet, but you get to meet a lot of characters at Plaza Inn, and it's reasonably priced as well. So to me, that's a win-win situation. Now, Disney World, hands down, Bon Voyage breakfast, no question. It's on Disney's Boardwalk. You get to meet Rapunzel, Flynn, Prince Eric, #1 Prince Eric. You get to meet Prince Eric. Do you need any more? No. You also get to meet Ariel. But the food, not only is the character meet and greet incredible, and also it made me, I can't even describe how happy it made me to meet Prince Eric. Like, Prince Eric's been my crush since I was like 3 years old. That was amazing. But also the food is so delicious. Like, we had, everything that we had was amazing, including all the pastries that they give you when you sit down. And also, it is extremely reasonably priced to eat there. I believe it was like $35 for the whole experience. And a lot of Walt Disney World's character meets are very rushed. I did not feel rushed during that experience, which was very important to me because I wanted to be able to spend time there and enjoy myself. Your favorite under the radar attraction at Walt Disney World? I have a couple, actually. To me, Tiki Room. I think that's kind of an under the radar attraction. I really enjoy the Tiki Room. I also really enjoy Country Bears. So to me, those two shows are so awesome. But if we're talking about rides, I would say People Mover. People Mover is so relaxing and nice, and the queue is always really fast. And so I would say those three things to me are underrated attractions. Pandora or Alex and Ani. So I have a love-hate relationship with both of these. So I love them both. I love Pandora and I love Alex and Ani. I have a gripe with Alex and Ani though, because I feel like they tarnish and they wear too easily. And so I have a hard time spending money on them because they tend to get beat up pretty easily. And so, but I'm wearing an Alex and Ani right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a Mickey head and I absolutely love it. I love the simplicity of an Alex and Ani so much. I love how dainty it is, and it's just, I wear this to work all the time and I love it. But I also love Pandora. However, Pandora is very expensive, and also Pandora bracelets are very heavy, especially if you have a lot of charms on them. And so I'm a bit conflicted when I come to the two, but if I had to absolutely choose 100% which one is my favorite, I'm gonna say Alex and Ani, just because it's a little bit more dainty and a little bit more lighter weight. And it kind of goes with everything a little bit more, in my opinion, than a Pandora bracelet. But obviously I do love both. What inspired you to start an Etsy shop, and how do you run your business? Well, what inspired me to have an Etsy shop was I really wanted to make ears that represented characters that weren't your mainstream characters. So I have like Gerald, I have Meg, Prince Eric. I have a lot of side characters. I have Hades ears. So I have a lot of ears that are like for characters that aren't like your mainstream characters. And so to me, that was really important because I love a lot of side characters, like I really do. And so that's kind of where the inspiration came from. And how I run my business, I mean, I have a full-time job. And so I run my business after work. And on the weekends, that's when I get my ear orders done, and that's when I actually create designs for my ears. What would some tips and tricks be for starting your own YouTube channel? Number one, just do it. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, get a video made and put it out there. That is my tip. I contemplated doing a YouTube channel for almost an entire year before I started one. And you know what? I think that it's incredibly important to just go ahead and take the first step, record some videos, and do it. I feel like it was one of the best things that I've done. I've been able to connect with amazing people and have so much fun. And really, the only thing that you need is a camera. You can use your phone, you can use an old digital camera. You don't have to have expensive things to make a YouTube channel. You really don't. And there's easy editing software that you can get on your phone. You can also get iMovie, comes with your Mac computer. And so there's lots of things that you can utilize that are free to you to make your YouTube channel. So I would say my biggest tip is to just start. And that's really the hardest step too. I totally understand that. I understand that you could be nervous and things like that, but you know what? Just go for it. Just put yourself out there. That's all that you can do, and then see what happens. What has kept you a Disney fan for life? I think that's actually a really easy question. I think that a lot of people a lot of you that are watching can relate to this. To me, Disney has always been a beautiful escape, a magical escape from everyday life. I have loved watching Disney movies my entire life, and to me, it's just really nice to be able to go to a different land, or to be able to feel the joy and magic a lot of times of childhood, because sometimes as an adult life is hard, and it's nice to be able to escape to something that isn't real and something that's magical and fun and beautiful. And that's why I think it resonates so much with me, because I love the magic. And the parks, to me, like what made me a park fan was the magic coming to life, and also how cast members treat you. I feel like when you go to Disneyland, in my experience when you go to Disneyland, all of the cast members treat you as though you are like their only guest that they have. And I cannot explain to you how appreciative I am of that type of customer service. And actually, as a business, I think it's very admirable. So that is what has kept me a Disney fan for life. Which character do you have the most merchandise of? I would say hands down, it's gotta be Stitch and Ariel. I think those are the two that I have the most merchandise of, and they're also my two most favorites. What merchandise do you find it hard to say no to? All. I would say that recently I have been traveling and I've been going to Box Lunch, and I will have to tell you, literally anything in my size in the clearance section, I can't say no to. I can't. I'm like, okay, this was in the clearance bin. It is my most favorite Little Mermaid shirt I have. It's so cute. And Sebastian looks so annoyed, and I love it. But it's for some reason, Box Lunch has been killing it with the merchandise, and I'm totally fine with it, especially because I found the most amazing things in the clearance section. I got a Chip 'n Dale sweatshirt that I am so in love with that I will show you in a Box Lunch haul coming up, but oh my gosh, I love it. So, Box Lunch clearance. What is your favorite Pixar movie? My favorite Pixar movie has got to be Up. It's just, I think the story is so beautiful, and I absolutely love Doug. I think Doug is so funny. So yeah, I would say Up. What do you most enjoy and look forward to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Everything. I think the thing I look most forward to, please don't judge me on this, but the pins. Because they have all the best villains on their pins during this time, and I love that because I think that villains are underrepresented in Disney pin merchandise, and so that's one of my most favorites, but that's merchandise we're talking about. So let's talk about the actual event. I am obsessed with the Boo to You parade. I love the Boo to You song. I love the Headless Horseman, incredible, and also I love that you can meet Lotso Hug and Bear. Are you serious? Yes. That is like, words cannot explain how excited I am to meet Lotso coming up again in October. I haven't seen him for 2 years because, fun fact, in Disneyland for Mickey's, oh shoot, it's called something else. I think it's like Mickey's Halloween Party. It's not Mickey's Not So Scary, but I think it's Mickey's Halloween Party in Disneyland. They do not have a meet and greet with Lotso. It is only in Magic Kingdom. So last year I went to Mickey's Halloween Party in Disneyland, and Lotso wasn't available to be met. And so I haven't seen Lotso for 2 years, and so I'm so excited to see Lotso again in October. So, oh, and also, duh, trick-or-treating. Like, as an adult, I totally miss trick-or-treating, and I love that it's like completely acceptable to trick-or-treat. That's so fun. What is your most favorite thing about having a YouTube channel? My most favorite thing is each and every one of you, 100%. Like, I was always hoping that I was going to meet some really cool people, but the amount of amazing people that I have been talking to and talking with on Instagram and all of those things is exponential and so amazing, and I just love you guys, and I'm so excited to be your Disney friend. What is your favorite older Disney film, like the classics? My favorite older Disney film is definitely Cinderella. Oh my gosh, so I was thinking about this the other day. Is there a scene more beautiful out there than the scene where she's singing and cleaning and all of the bubbles are going across the screen? That scene is so incredible. And I was thinking, like, back in like 1950 the movie came out, like how incredible was it for them to like actually animate that? Like, what? Beautiful. So I would definitely say Cinderella. It's also my mom's favorite, so I definitely think that when I was growing up, the two movies that we always watched were Cinderella and Little Mermaid. We watched a lot of others, but those were the two main ones, and so I think that there was definitely some influence from my mom from that. Least favorite Disney character? I would say, this might be controversial, but I would say not just character, but movie. My least favorite Disney movie is Coco. I just did not like that movie. I felt like there was a lot of similarities to Book of Life. like superficial similarities, but I just didn't love that movie. And I know that's definitely not a popular opinion. Please don't come after me in the comments about that. I totally get it. Like, I'm okay with us having differing opinions. Like, that's totally fine. But I just didn't love that movie. And so I would say probably any character from that movie. If you could take 3 Disney movies to a deserted island, which ones would you take? Little Mermaid, for sure. That one, #1. But I gotta admit, like, I've been watching a lot of Monsters University and a lot of Zootopia lately, so I think I would bring those 2 as well. Those have been my go-to movies when I've been making ears, and I've probably watched each of them like 4 times in the last month. The last question, which Disney film would you choose to remake? And would you still keep the same plot, or would you change it? I think what I would do is I would like to see a live-action Zootopia, and I would not change the plot. I just think it would be really cool to see like real animals doing what they do. So I would say that. But I would say one of the movies that I would really like them to make is I would like them to make a Maleficent-esque movie, but for Ursula, because I think that that would be so amazing. I would love to see that. And I don't know what the plot would be because I don't know what her backstory is, but I want to know more about her and know where she came from and why she is the way that she is. I just want to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. You guys are amazing. And with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe down below and hit that little notification bell, and that way you are notified when I upload videos. And I hope you guys have an absolutely magical day, and I will see you guys really soon. TTFN, bye!